As the NFL draft approaches, nonprofit organizations are warning the public that manipulators will use big events like the draft for sex trafficking. Pittsburgh sits at the center of the football universe as the NFL draft approaches. This event is expected to draw the largest gathering of visitors in the city's history. Dr. Mary Burke says it's a tremendous moment for the city and the region. But she also says predators in the sex trafficking trade will use the event to exploit and sell the people they control for profit.
When I think about the NFL draft coming to Pittsburgh, what comes to mind is that this is a great opportunity for our city in many ways. But there are going to be a lot of people here, and that means there will be an increased demand for commercial sex.
Burke is a professor of psychology at Carlow University and partners with nonprofit groups that fight human trafficking. She says the people used for sex trafficking are already broken and vulnerable.
Domestic violence through physical or emotional or sexual abuse already. It could be people who are unhoused. We're talking about individuals who are already having a hard time and who might become susceptible to the exploitation of traffickers. And I worry about their conditions worsening.
An estimated 700,000 people are expected to pack the North Shore, Point State Park, and other areas of downtown.
I want the public to know that they need to be on the lookout because sex trafficking will be occurring here during that time. The influx of people that will be here for that event are significant. It's a lot of people, we know that, and we need to be on the lookout.
Large-scale events don't cause trafficking, but they increase the conditions in which exploitation can happen. Increasing these conditions where there's partying, where you honestly can order pizza and sex within the same 5 minutes.
This is a workshop at Eden's Farm. It is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to support survivors of sex trafficking. Annalisa Gibbs is the founder of Eden's Farm. She explains how predators take advantage of events like the NFL draft to exploit others for sex trafficking.
Whenever there is an influx or an increase in population into an area, that there is also an increase in vulnerabilities and an increase in opportunities for exploitation. People are purchasing bodies for their own benefit. They're robbed of relationships and families, of their homes, of, their freedom to choose.
Eden's Farm held 3 workshops ahead of the NFL draft to alert the public about how predators will take advantage of the event to push sex trafficking. Parents, healthcare, and social services professionals, community members, and educators attended these workshops. Do you think the general public is aware of how widespread it is?
No, not at all. It happens way more than we think.
Eden's Farm says its mission is to build advocacy and awareness, provide direct services like case management for survivors, and also build economic empowerment through an apprenticeship and workforce program. All of these handmade items are for sale in the lobby, all made by sex trafficking survivors.
To feel a sense of belonging, that there is a support and a community of people here that care for them, that want to see, what their future could look like.
Also tonight, agencies like Pittsburgh Regional Transit and Port Authority say that they train their employees regularly to recognize and report sex trafficking. Also, another nonprofit group will throw up a billboard ad warning the public about sex trafficking during the draft. Covering Pittsburgh and downtown, Sheldon Ingram, Pittsburgh's Action News.